Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Meditative Friday morning. Go ahead and send me some likes, send me some love. Go ahead and share this on your timeline. Good morning again, and welcome to Meditative Friday morning. Our focus word has been rest. I will be coming from Genesis 2 through 3. Genesis 2 through 3. And on the seventh day, God ended his work, which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work, which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work, which God had created and made. Which God had created and made. He blessed it. God rested not because he was tired, but because he completed what he set out to do. His rest was a declaration of completion, of satisfaction, and purpose. Likewise, we are invited to rest, not out of weariness, but because our identity is rooted in God's finished work, not our performance. Rest is not weakness. It is not stepping back in defeat. It is stepping into God's divine order. Let me repeat that one more time. Rest is not weakness. It is not stepping back in defeat. It is stepping into God's divine order. God blessed the seventh day and made it holy. So every time you rest in him, you are walking in his blessing. Rest is trust. It is our soul saying, God, I trust you more than I trust myself. When we rest, we release the pressure to fix what only God can finish. We release the need to control what God has already completed and secured. We release the constant striving for approval when God has already called it good. This year, I've realized it's not my job to fix the situation. It's my calling to rest in the one who can. I'm not the center of a tug of war for control. I release the need to seek constant approval and validation. God said in his creation, it is very good. It is completed. So he stepped back and rested. That includes you and I. That includes our life, even in its unfinished chapter. When we rest, we're not giving up. We're giving it over to him. We're handing the pen back to the author who has signed his name on his masterpiece. Imagine a painter completing a canvas, every color chosen with intention, every detail placed with care. When it's finished, the artist steps back, smiles, and signs it. The signature means the work is complete. Nothing more needs to be added. Nothing should be taken away. That's what God has done with you and I. Our life, even with its imperfection, bears his signature. Rest is standing back before the masterpiece and saying, yes, Lord, I believe your work is complete in me and everything that concerns me. Now, Let's whisper to our hearts. I release it to God because I rest in his complete work. I am created in his image. I rest in his complete work. I am a complete work of God. Rest is not weakness, it's knowing whenever it feels heavy. Breathe deep and remember, I was built for this. God has already prepared for me this very moment. He has already prepared me for this very moment. His strength is carrying me through. So today I choose rest. I rest in his complete work, not because everything looks finished, but because it's already finished in God's eyes. I choose rest because he has completed everything that concerns me. I choose rest because his timing is greater than my striving. Let me repeat that one more time. I choose rest because his time is greater than my striving. I choose rest because I do not hold the pen. He does. He holds the pen in his hand. He is the master artist. When we rest, we release. The moment we step into God's rest, we also step into release. Release the weight of control. Release the pressure to fix what God has already finished. Release the need to strive for what has already been provided. Why? Because God has already created us and completed everything concerning us. Remember, Genesis 2:2-3 shows us that God himself ceased because it was finished. It was completed. He rested. He didn't leave anything undone. His rest was not about fatigue. It was about fulfillment. Remember that. Resting in God's finished work, we release the weight of striving and embrace the peace of trusting. All that God has made, including you and I, is very good. I will no longer hustle for what's already been handled. I choose rest because my Father called it holy. Rest isn't the absence of action, it's the presence of faith. It's knowing that God has completed the work. Be still and know God has already completed everything concerning you and I. Remember to say the scripture reference 10 times and repeat the declaration 10 times. Let's say the scripture reference again. And on the seventh day, God ended his work, which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work, which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. The declaration is Deborah is resting in God's completed work. Put your name in place of my name. Deborah, you are resting in God's completed work. Know that all that he made is good and complete. Now rest in it. Rest, trust, and know God has already finished the work. Again, happy Friday. Let's stop living for the weekend. God's gift is bigger than a 2-day rest. We can live every day in his presence, resting in his complete finished work. Have a great day.